Have you ever wondered how to calculate a real estate commission? Well, if you have, you're in luck. I'm about to show you how. Let's go.
Number one hustler getting money. Why you wanna count my money?
What's going on? My name's Chris Martin, and I've been in real estate for about 15 years and a top agent for the majority of them. So thanks for tuning in, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and be alerted of all the awesome videos that I upload. And check out my channel, check out the videos, comment, and let me know what you think. Let's just take it from the listing side. So if you're a listing agent, meaning you are representing a seller, you're going to charge that seller a certain commission. So typically in the area that I'm in, it's somewhere in between 4 and 6%. So let's say it's 5%. And you're charging that seller a 5% commission for selling their house. Now, it'd be nice that if you got that whole 5%, and there's chances that you could in situations that you can. But normally, you're taking that 5%, you're charging the seller, and you're taking a portion of that, and you're offering it out to a buyer agent. So normally, you have only so many buyers that you know that would buy that house. There are a lot of buyers that are represented by other real estate agents, and they would need to be compensated if their buyer bought that house. So you're basically taking a portion of that commission and offering it out to a buyer agent. So sometimes that can be half of it, it could be a portion. So let's say you have 5%, you could offer out 2.5, you could offer out 2. Again, generally speaking, it's not less than 2. And a lot of the times it's half, but you can dictate that as a listing agent as long as you're letting the seller know. So you charge the seller 5%. And let's just say you do an equal split where you're offering out 2.5% to a buyer agent and you're keeping 2.5% on your side. So what that means is you are getting 2.5% of the actual purchase price on whatever that property is going to be purchased for. So let's just say, again, generally speaking, just to throw a number out there and to keep easy math, it's $500,000. So you would basically put your commission in as 2.5% of that sales price, which would equal $12,500. So $12,500. So that $12,500, it would be nice if that whole commission was yours. But a lot of the times you have to split it with your brokerage. So if you're with a brokerage, which in Massachusetts you need to operate under a broker for at least 2 or 3 years or whatever that is. So you would have to operate under a brokerage, and that's those names that you see out there like Cameron and like Keller Williams and these other companies. But your brokerage is going to be charging you a certain percentage. So there's all types of percentages that are offered out there that brokerages offer. There's 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. If you're with Cameron, we offer our agents 80-20. So you get 80, the brokerage gets 20%. So you would do the math accordingly. So if you did 2.5% of $500,000, that's $12,500. And if you took 80% of that, that's $10,000. So that's what you would actually walk away with, the check that would be cut to you from your brokerage, it would be $10,000. So let's just say that same scenario happened where you put that property on the market and you were able to attract the buyer and you weren't working with another buyer agent, you didn't have to offer out the 2.5%, you would be able to claim that whole 5% because you're not paying another buyer agent. So if you were able to, what I would call double dip or a McDouble, that's what I call when you're able to double-sided transaction. So if you get a McDouble and you're able to get the seller and you get the buyer, you get the whole 5%, now you do your calculations off of the 5%. So $500,000 times 5%, that is $25,000. And if you do your 80%, if you were with Cameron, for instance, and you would have to do that percentage depending on where you were. But if it's 80% of that, then you're walking away with $20,000. So you could get a $10,000 commission check. You could get a $20,000 commission check depending on the scenario. So for me, being in a capping model is very important, meaning you can actually earn 100% commission. So with a company like a Cameron, you're able to pay a certain percentage into the brokerage. And once you hit a number, you're capped and you go right to 100%. So you can actually get a whole bunch of commission checks depending on your volume and who you are as an agent and how much you're producing. You can get a lot of money being made once you cap because you don't have to give that 20% to the brokerage. All of a sudden, that same 12.5 turns into 12.5 in your pocket. You don't have to do the 80-20 split at that point. You can keep the whole 100%. So usually at the very least, you're being offered 2%. At most, you're being offered 3%. Or if you're double ending it, you can have the whole the whole actual commission, whether it's the 4, the 5, or the 6%. So there's definitely a lot of money to be made in real estate. That's how commission's being calculated. It's a percentage of the total sales price. You just times that percent by the total sales price. That should give you your number. And then you do your breakdown with your brokerage, whether you're at a 70-30 or you're at 100%. So hopefully that video helped you guys in calculating commissions. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, I'm ballin', we ball out.